New Year's nightmare in New York. I met a guy named Reggie on Instagram around Christmas time. He DM'd me about some of my pictures, saying I looked beautiful and would love to shoot with me sometime. I'm an Instagram model. We talked and even FaceTimed a few times. He seemed nice and business-oriented. He said he wanted to shoot some photos of me. He lived in New York, and I was in St. Louis. Being a model doesn't pay all the bills, so traveling far was a stretch for me. But he offered to fly me out for New Year's, saying he'd take care of everything. I figured, why not? So, there I was, packing my clothes and heading to New York. It's cold, way colder than back home. He picked me up from the airport, took me out to dinner, and showed me around. It was great, except there was this look he gave me like I was a juicy piece of meat or something. It gave me the creeps, but I shrugged it off. He lived close to Times Square and wanted to shoot on the roof, with the city lights in the background. We got up there, and there were like 5 guys, all drinking and smoking. I stayed sober, feeling uneasy. About 20 minutes in, he tells me to take off my clothes. It was freezing. I was like, what? And he's insisting, saying it's for the photos. Then, these guys start getting closer, reaching for me. I panicked. They were saying things like, "We know what you came up here for." They were grabbing me all over, picked me up, and held me to the floor, screaming so loud my throat hurt. But it barely made a sound from all the crying I started to do. One guy threatened to do things to me if I didn't stop screaming. So I stopped, because I didn't know what else to do. Just then, a couple came onto the roof, an older couple in their 30s. Everyone froze, and I got up and ran straight to them. They asked me if I was okay. I was so scared I couldn't even talk. The guys backed off like nothing was happening. I was shaking, scared out of my mind. The couple was kind and helped me get my things. I was about to leave with them when the guy, the one who brought me here, grabbed my arm. "So, you think I just flew you out here and spent all this money on you for nothing?" he yelled. The husband stepped in, and an altercation ensued. He pulled out his gun, and that managed to defuse the situation, and we left the roof. We called the police, and I gave them the description of all the guys, and I gave them Reggie's Instagram. He was the only one arrested. With nowhere else to go, the couple offered me a place to stay. They were incredibly kind, and even helped me book a flight back home. That was the last time I ever let anyone do anything like that for me again. The experience left a deep scar, a reminder of the dark side of trusting strangers, especially in the digital age.